for the President of the USA, DJ Cassidy, is in the building. Plus, there's a new family band on the block. Echo Smith graces the UNA performance stage. It's all happening right now. Welcome back to UNA, and as promised, the multi-talented DJ Cassidy in the house. What's up, man?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm great.
You can come hang out anytime you want.
I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited you're here. Okay, so I need to talk about what you're wearing because I feel like you're very stylish, always.
Thank you.
And I love that you always rock the pink and green.
Thank you.
Would you just like pink and green together?
Pink and green have been my signature colors for as long as I can remember. I really don't have a reason why. I like color combinations and things that I don't see anywhere else. And I wore pink and green once and it stuck. And now I can't get away from it because my whole closet is pink and green.
So you're like, I literally can't get away from it.
I can't.
So I want some fashion tips because we do fashion all the time on UNA. And I always talk about girl fashion. So since I have you, and you're a guy clearly, and you're clearly well dressed, do you have any fashion tips for the fall for guys out there?
Well, my #1 fashion tip would apply to the fall or the winter or the spring or the summer.
Oh, so that's perfect.
And it's when you don't see it, you make it. Most of my clothes I have made.
Really?
So for example, these leather pants, pink leather pants.
He's wearing pink leather pants. I don't know if you guys can see this. They're awesome, by the way.
I used to search for pink leather pants and I couldn't find them, so I had them made. And I have the majority of things I wear, not all, but the majority of things I wear I have made. From my leather pants to my suede pants to my blazers and so on and so forth. I literally go to the fabric store, I browse the aisles, I get inspired, and I go to my tailor and we create it. And it's actually, in many cases, less expensive than if you were to buy something. Like if I bought these pink leather pants at a store, I mean, they would easily be $2,000 to $3,000 for leather pants.
Oh my
when
gosh.
you make them, not even close.
Wow. Well, wait, speaking
So the fallacy is that it's expensive.
Right, but it's actually cheaper.
It's not always,
We had a fan tweet in actually a question about your tailor.
Okay.
I'm Still Too Fly asks, who is your tailor?
Well, if I say who my tailor is on television,
Let's say you're not going to be able to go
I'm
into
never
your
going to
tailor.
be
You're
able
gonna
to get
appointment.
anything made in the time I need it made.
Right, exactly.
So, you know, maybe if you hit me up on my website or something, I'll reveal that.
Oh,
but
I
no
like
one's
that.
getting that on television.
Okay. I'm making him tell me later.
I'll tell you.
Okay,
yeah. I'll tell anyone off of there.
Would you ever consider doing your own fashion line?
I definitely would, but not in the immediate future. I'm all about my music, and I've been since age 10, as far back as I can remember, really. And fashion, for me, is a hobby. It's something I do to relax. When I'm not in the studio, when I'm not on the stage, I like to browse, I like to window shop, I like to see what's out there. I like to travel, and I like to go to stores everywhere I travel to see, you know, to see what's hot, whether it be in Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, or anywhere else in the world. So maybe in the far future, but not in the immediate. For now, it's just for me, and it's kind of a you know, counterpoint to the rest of my life.
Well, you're talking about fashion now. You actually also talk about fashion in your episode of Chronicles, which airs on Tuesday, which is really exciting.
Yes.
And we got to go with you and to like where you grew up and all that fun stuff. So I'll tell you what, I don't want to talk about it. Let's just take a quick sneak peek. Roll it.
The interesting thing about my DJ career is that I was doing what I love to do. And through that passion, I was led to a career that I never thought of. I never had a plan to DJ for my heroes. I never had a plan to DJ for leaders of culture. I was a 10-year-old kid, and I was doing what I loved, and I wanted to do it in front of more people. I never thought that my DJ career would bring me to the places that it has.
So we got to go with you to a bunch of places, and one of the places we went with you was Lotus, which is where you actually met Diddy, and now it's called Brickwood.
Yes.
And
it's been many clubs in between.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure, because that was, how long ago was that?
That night where I first met Puffy, I must have been about 18, 19 years old. I think it was maybe around 2000 or somewhere around there.
Right.
And it was definitely a career-defining moment.
P. Diddy shows up 3 o'clock in the morning, is dancing up a storm. If P. Diddy wasn't there at that night, do you think you would have sought out to find P. Diddy, or do you think you kind of would have paved your own way a different way?
I think my career would have happened exactly as it did, but the beginning of it would have happened in a different way, and I don't know how. I think I was meant to do what I do. I think that night was meant to happen, but if it didn't, I think it would have happened in a different manifestation.
Exactly. Right. Well, listen, hey, I'm happy it did. I'm sure you're super happy it did.
I'm happy it did too, and he's been amazing. You know, I continue to DJ, you know, for him years later.
And I want to hear all about that. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go take a quick break. You guys stay. I'm going to let you keep talking when we get back. Don't go anywhere. I'm not letting you leave. Don't worry. Welcome back. Still hanging out with DJ Cassidy. I'm sorry I interrupted you before. You were talking about P. Diddy and Lotus. Now, that was kind of a small venue. Have you been back there to play, or would you ever go back again? I mean, your venues have changed drastically.
After it was Lotus, it became SL, and I've DJ'd there several times. Yeah, you know, it's really not the size of the venue. I always ask myself, why am I here, you know?
Right.
And there's a long, you know, list of reasons why you choose to be somewhere. But yeah, you know, I still play places small, medium, and large.
So you'll go play the Brickwood, which is what Lotus is now called. If they're like, hey, come hang out. You'd be like, all right.
If the night is right,
yeah.
100%.
Speaking of venues, actually, I read that you are going to be on tour with Usher and August Alsina for the UR Experience
right there.
Tour.
I'm opening for Usher November 1st through December 16th, all throughout North America.
That's insane.
Starting
in Montreal, right?
Starting in Montreal, coming to my hometown, Madison Square Garden, November 7th.
That's awesome.
25,000 people a night.
No big deal, just a cool 25K.
And now, when you come see a DJ Cassidy show, you see a DJ band experience.
Oh,
like
so it's not just you. You have like instruments and all that fun stuff?
So now there are live musicians on stage who play along with me. And it is a completely new DJ band interactive experience. And I'm so excited to bring it to so many people. Literally, if you do the math, I think it's like 750,000 people throughout the whole tour. And you know, he's one of the greatest of all time. He's not just one of the greatest of my generation, our generation. He's now one of the greatest of all time. And he's been doing this for 20 years, since he was, I think, you know, 15 years old. So it's just an honor to be on that.
I know. I mean, it's Usher. I mean, come on. So you'll be performing music from your album?
Yes, I'll be performing songs from my own album and incorporating in other songs of all genres and eras. And I take people on a journey through time and through genre. And it's a really, really fun show.
I love the song with R. Kelly. That's why I wanted to bring it up
thank you.
specifically.
Make the World Go Round.
Yes,
and
I love that music video.
Thank you.
Which I think we have. Do we have it? Ooh, I think we do. Let's roll it.
There it is.
There it is. Now.
Okay, so we shut down the L train in Chicago. This is a real train. We're driving around you see it right there. We're literally driving on the L train in Chicago in the middle of the night.
So it's literally moving.
So we can't stop too long because there's trains behind us. So if someone has to go to the bathroom, it's like him escorted out. Then we have to circle, come back to get him.
That sounds like a nightmare, but was it fun?
It on paper is a nightmare.
Yeah.
But no, it was one of the greatest nights of my life. To recruit R. Kelly to write this song, because he wrote it and then sang it.
Yeah.
To recruit him for this, I traveled to Chicago, his hometown, 8 times over 20 months. Went to 6 shows on his tour, and went to his book signing at Barnes & Noble, bought his book, and waited in line for 7 hours to get to the front.
See, hard work pays off, people.
Now that was to get the song made.
Yeah.
There's a different story for the video.
The video, I can't even imagine.
But you know, the concept of the video is all people coming together under this one sound. You know, I've been around the world as a DJ, cities, countries, and continents I could have never imagined. It's taken me to the White House 4 times. I've DJ'd for the president, for the first lady. I've DJ'd for people who we mentioned like Puffy, but also Jay-Z and Beyonce and Oprah and Anna Wintour and Naomi Campbell. And I've been all over the globe. And I have found that the dance music of this era, the late 70s and early 80s, was just the most universal dance music ever recorded.
Because everybody loves that stuff.
There's just something special about it.
Right.
You know, there's a magic in that music that you can't explain. And I tried to capture that. And I wanted to kind of symbolize kind of what that music really stands for, which is its utter universality.
Right.
And I said, what better place to represent that than on a train?
Yeah.
On a train, you might see a homeless man begging for money, but you almost might see, you know, a man going to work with a briefcase who's going to make, you know, $10 million a year. Then you see a kid who's on his way to school. You see all kinds of people in one subway car. And, you know, I said, what if we walk on, we hit play, and we inspire everyone to come together on this train? And that was the concept.
And there it is. And it's a great music video. I love it. It really makes you want to get up and dance. And whenever I get into a subway, I get excited when people come on and actually perform. A lot of people don't, but I do. So tell me, when can we get this album? When is it going to come out?
Okay, so Paradise Royale is coming out at the top of the year. And you can look for Make the World Go Round featuring R. Kelly and Calling All Hearts featuring Robin Thicke and Jessie J.
And Jessie J, yep.
On iTunes now, and a third single coming very shortly. And I just couldn't be more excited to release this music in full to the world. It's literally been 4 years in the making, literally.
No, that's insane. Well, I'm super, super excited for it. I can't wait.
Thank you.
I already have your songs downloaded on my phone, but you guys, go download them if you don't have them yet. Don't you go anywhere. You can hang out with me anytime you want. Echo Smith is performing live when we come back.
Watch that.
Thank you. Yes, watch that.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
And thank you.